Hello and welcome to the Euroleague. We're starting the 7th season of the Euroleague and we're in Helsinki, Finland right now. The first match of the day will be between Polisen and Urheilusukeltajat, which is the Helsinki club. And although they are a new team in the league, most of the players have been playing in the Euroleague before. So they have some players from Tampere. Tampere dropped out of the league and they've joined now this new club. So they have some experience and they should be able to cope with the pressure pretty well. Polisen, this will be their 6th season. They joined the 2nd year of the Euroleague, and their statistics over the entire period are that they played 40 games, they won 7, drew 8, lost 25 games. They scored 58 goals in those 5 seasons, and they surrendered 166 goals, a negative goal differential of 108. Polisen struggled a little bit to stay in the league, but they always managed to win a critical game at the end of the season, so they can perform under pressure. And it'll be interesting to see how this matchup goes. There won't be as many nerves for the Finnish Helsinki club as you might think, so it should be a tough-fought match. And the guys from Helsinki, they look pretty big, so it's a lot of weight for Polisen to shift, and that will be one of the key things to check: ball possession and whether or not they're able to penetrate the goal with all that weight. So that's all for now. Hello and welcome everybody. You're tuned in to the Euroleague, broadcasting live from Helsinki, Finland. We are about to start the first match of the day, which will be between Polisen in blue and Urheilusukeltajat from Finland, from Helsinki in white. I'm proud to present to you now, wearing number 1 for Polisen, Petter Aronsson. Number 4, Marcus Vorman. Number 6, Andreas Höglund. Number 7, Hans Jonsson. Number 8, Niklas Nylén. Number 11, Andreas Tall. Number 12, Christopher Widerståhl. Number 14, Maciej Lesniewski. And wearing number 15, the captain, Jakob Thun. Number 30, Martin Hempel. Number 16, Ivo Lundin Hatje. And number 18, Jari Wikström Jatu. In reserve, number 3, Robin van Tricht. Number 24, Matthias Dahl. And number 51, Jari Rainanen. Polisen is coached by Andreas Tall, Andreas Höglund, and Petter Aronsson. On the other side of the pool, wearing white for Urheilusukeltajat, number 2, Totti Nurmi. Number 3, Lauri Kumpulainen. Number 5, Seppo Antola. Number 6, Leo Selahoff. Number 7, Henry Huttunen. Number 8, Otso Nurmi. Number 9, Timmy Tutti. Number 13, Mikko Hirvonen. Number 14, Janne Lind. Number 22, Ilkka Hulko. Number 66, Teemu Peltari. And wearing number 99, the captain, Teemu Letti. In reserve, number 4, Ville Nummelen. Number 10, Markus Nevalainen. And number 11, Roy Nurmi. Roy Nurmi is the coach. And the referees this match are, is it Manuel Tito de Moras in the water and Yuri Muki on land with Kajsa Lindben. No, oh, it's Jani Lind in the water. game should start pretty soon. Two teams. So sometimes the Helsinki team's called Ursuk.
Yes.
We'll call them Ursuk.
Good morning, all the viewers online also. My name is Jani Mäkinen, and I'm commentating today with Davrel these games. It's really nice to be here. It's the perfect day for underwater rugby. Now we have a dim autumn day outdoors. We have a big window showing outside. It's grey, boring weather, but here inside the swimming hall of Helsinki Pirkkola, it's the perfect weather for underwater rugby tournament. This will be the first round of the Euroleague games this year. It's going to be really interesting.
So, Jani, you have played underwater rugby for over 10 years now.
Yes.
Yes.
I started when I was about 30. So I should have started earlier so I could play here. But
you're the junior national, not coach, but you're the director.
I'm the coach.
You're the coach also.
We have two coaches. I'm the other. We don't have the head coach, so to say. So me and Mr. Sauli Rautiainen are heading now our youth male team to Germany, to Oberhausen in November now. In a few weeks we are going to play.
And I'll be there too, so that'll be exciting.
Excellent.
All right, this match that's coming up here, do you have any feelings or questions? What should we talk about?
Yeah, when I look at the teams, I have some familiar faces and people that I know in the Helsinki team. 2 minutes signal is given by the referees, by the way. I see the teams. Well, you mentioned earlier that Urheilusukeltajat, they are big boys, but you know, Polisen players, they are quite strong. They are a strong-looking team also. So it's going to be really interesting. I have no idea how it's going to be. I think it's going to be a really interesting game.
It will be. It will be exciting because it's the first match of the season, and
now the actually players are getting ready. The Ursuk player has his feet above the water, ready to kick in the plane, kick in the game. Ball is in the middle.
6 players.
Now the referees are just starting the game. Here we go. Euroleague 2018-19. The first match has started, and Polisen has taken the control to the ball.
Andreas Tal. They're pushed back though.
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting to see which tactics the both teams. Is it going to be really that they are really attacking all the time and being really aggressive also in their attacking side of the pool? Now controlling in the corner, that's the safe side of the corner where the players doesn't come in.
A little bit of nerves on part of both teams. I think that they have turned the ball over.
Well, of course, when you start this kind of a game, you must start it with some sense of tranquility, so that you wouldn't just try to solve everything immediately. You need to feel your opponent first before you can really. Okay, now it's gonna be for the first attack for Polisen. Now the defender is a little bit late actually, and there was an excellent actually moment for Polisen there. The defender was a little late, and then he is pushed upward, but then again
the ball flew out far away from the basket. That was perhaps lucky for.
Yeah, a little lucky for
Ursuk.
For Ursuk, yes.
Hirvonen. Fast break here.
Yeah, excellent break.
And
here we are.
Yeah. They get it to Vorman on the surface. He's a very experienced old player, and now they.
It seems that Urheilusukeltajat want to control the ball. They already in the mid pool. They are trying to take the ball away aggressively, and if they are able to do it, that's fine. But if they do it too much, then the defensive may be in trouble if Polisen can pass the mid pool from there. So that's quite a bit of tactic now. Now again, Urheilusukeltajat, they have three players in the water, but defender is well on his position. But where is all Polisen guys now? There was a moment that there was no anyone trying to give pressure to Urheilusukeltajat. They are now again in the safe corner. The safe corner is where the players don't come in. So that is the corner where it's easier to maintain the control to the ball.
Now the attack has been for two waves.
Yes, 2 waves now, and they need to change a little pressure. The shoulder is really deep, if you can see this position that the goalie has there.
If the ball came in, it would be called.
Yeah, maybe.
You're not allowed to wedge your shoulder in the basket.
Right.
In from above.
And above, but that is maybe not too difficult. The only thing here is that you can block the goalies to change, but now they are taking the ball already close to the mid pool. Some hassle on the surface.
So do you think this kind of fighting on the surface is good for Ursuk or better for Polisen?
Well, certainly it's good for Ursuk if they do it close to Polisen goal.
Yeah.
Now it's a good opportunity. Defender a little late here. Again, the shoulder is, in my opinion, was quite deep in the basket. To this angle, to the camera at least. I'm not sure how the referee sees it.
But it was a real threat there.
It was a real threat, yes. And again, I think quite easily now Urheilusukeltajat is able to control the ball in Polisen's side.
They have very tight, good control of the ball.
Yeah, so it seems. And Polisens, they are not very aggressive at this time. And now again, where are all the players?
He was a bit late there, the defender, but he timed it pretty well.
Yeah, it's underwater rugby is game of timing. You need to be in the right place at the right time. That's the magic, and that was an excellent one there. What is now called? The referee in the water calls it.
Free throw.
It's free throw for
attacking the equipment.
Yes, it's
wide free throw.
Hand on the mask. That of course is not allowed. So
that was a very ambitious pass there, but it didn't pay off for Polisen.
That's right, and it's for Ursuk, free throw for Ursuk from the mid pool. This is a 15 meter. The length of the pool is 15 meters, so it's an excellent size for an under, and it's quite wide also. I always like big pools. The depth is quite normal. I think it's 4 meters here, so it's typical, I would say. Again,
they got a good position there.
Now there are lots of Ursuk players around the goal. Now they got actually there was good mask also in front of the defense. But now let's see if they are able to pass it on. Yes, but there is no one to help on the bottom, and now Polisen got it. So it was maybe 2 minutes of total Ursuk control to the ball. Polisen is now there. Okay, again quite easily lost the ball. Ursuk has it, so it's 1-1. There shouldn't be any problem to hold the ball. Quite easily again, Ursuk can come in. That's Peltari. He is also one of our national squad players. Very strong and physical player.
This doesn't look good for Polisen. The momentum has been pretty firmly with Ursuk.
It has, and in my opinion, it has been quite easy for Ursuk also. Like here we saw like 5 seconds without anyone even touching you. So that was, well, now it's 1-1.
He took it away. Yeah, that was good.
And again, referee has called
holding.
It's holding, and it's a free throw for Polisen.
Now this is a time when Polisen should try to change the direction of this game.
Yeah.
Timeout, blue team.
And blue team, Polisen has now taken the timeout, and maybe it's because what we also saw here, that there was something missing from their game. It wasn't aggressive enough. They had certainly issues to get the ball away from their own goal. So definitely this timeout is now needed, and they need to rethink the tactics what they had. I couldn't really say whether I think they started with this conventional two goalies, 2 defenders, two attackers. So they started with this very, very conventional way of playing underwater rugby, whereas 1-5 is where you keep 1 goalie at your own goal, now like securing your own side, and then you go with 5 players really aggressively.
Hard, yeah.
Yes, and this I think now Ursuk did, so it seemed, and Polisen was a little bit in trouble with the pressure that Ursuk was able to create on Polisen side.
Polisen was slow in meeting some of the situations.
Yes.
And they have called a timeout now, and they have a chance to talk it over. So we expect them to play better now if they're going to change this game.
I'm sure that these players, they have the needed stamina, they have the quality in their team. I think they should be able to play on a higher level. It's going to be interesting now if they can turn it immediately, or is it so that Ursuk is able to maintain this pressure, because it's only question of, well, we must be honest, Ursuk hadn't any excellent opportunity to score either.
No.
So it wasn't immensely difficult either for Polisen to defend, but let's see.
Polisen did have one good attack on the goal.
Yeah, it was really in the beginning of the game, and it was clearly Ursuk's defender's fault. He kind of like he was late first of all, and immediately when he was in his position, he kind of like started to go above. So, okay, here we go. Timeout has ended, and now Polisen is on Ursuk side. Some wrestling in the midwater there.
They've lost the ball already.
Yeah, quite. You know, just they came with the ball. It was few seconds, and that was the end of the story. Let's see if Ursuk is now, how strongly they can come with the ball.
Very good play there to hold on.
Excellent. The Polisen player did really good job there. And is there anyone to? Well, it was an opportunistic throw, but it was an excellent pass actually. And how many Ursuk's players are here? Well, okay, now it's
2-on-1. They have a chance.
A good chance, I would say. Again, the defender was maybe a little late for that moment, and there's still Polisen player behind the basket, passing the ball once again. Now he had a little moment that he could have grabbed the goalie, but was unable.
Oh, it's back and forth, and Polisen comes up with it. That was an exciting sequence right there. So Polisen is playing better now.
Yes, definitely they have changed something. Maybe also Ursuk now has to defend. This is important for Polisen to be able to force Ursuk to dive more on their own half, so that they can, you know, burst some lungs out, so to say, that they need to dive. So it's easier to control the ball in the way when the goalie and the defender has to be in their positions. Now it's 1 against 3. That was a pointless at 4 against 1. So that was really a pointless attack from Polisen. But he did quite a good job maintaining the ball that long. But now it's with Ursuk. Let's see if they can.
Oh,
he pulled his. That was like maybe a worth a free throw, but the referee didn't see it.
Well, I think it looked good, so it's allowed. It didn't hurt the player to be pushed on the head.
But it's really, for referee also difficult to define when it's too strong, because the neck is what is sometimes in danger. Now Polisen has to be defending again. Ursuk players. Lind made a mask there.
He grabbed the mask.
So it's a free throw.
Number 6 warning.
Warning for number 6, player number 6.
Andreas Höglund
White.
has got a warning for
Free throw white.
Andreas
Höglund.
Number
yes.
6 blue. I think it was wedging.
The reason I didn't hear the reason for that warning, but anyway, it's a free throw for Ursuk. Here we go.
Yes. Oh, he scooped the ball
now,
back.
like all the players, one white player was on the surface, so all were diving at the same time. That's an excellent. Some wrestling. These are really difficult.
That was a nice move there. He knew that the Ursuk player was going to rip the ball out, and he let him do it, and then he grabbed it while it was free in the air, in the water.
Some wrestling. That was a nice, well played by Polisen. and he did the right thing. They are trying to force Ursuk defenders to start the diving. Now an excellent, well, wasn't an excellent, I'm not sure. They couldn't make a good contact with the goalie.
It was
still at Ursuk end.
Polisen is doing better with its passes now.
Yes, definitely their game has improved since the beginning of this game.
A new wave coming in. Some of the players, they make this gesture that they're going to pass, fake pass.
Sure, fake passing.
Some players do so excellently, you really believe it.
Yes.
Oh!
I could mention Kai Björk from Pietarsaari. He is excellent false passing. I have played against him so many times. And
Ursuk has got the ball back again. They needed it. They were under pressure there.
Definitely, and now they have difficulties to get it. Again, Polisen is able to maintain that front there. But now maybe somebody came with the fresh lungs. Now people coming with the fresh lungs directly from the bench. It's 1-3. There is no really point for him to start. Some help comes now. We have two against 3. No decision to go to the goal. Yes, yet. Now they are on the safe side, so on the opposite to the bench. So that is more or less easy to maintain the control of the ball. Now there is a decision to go to the goal, but now where is all the guys helping him? So it was like a lone shot for a while and unable to grab it. So now Polisen has a momentum. Let's see, where is this Ursuk defender? Here we go. Excellent snap. Taking the ball, passing well. No very much Polisen players there against, but again Polisen is well in. They have really their defense is really well organized. They don't really leave much opportunities for Ursuk to make.
They're playing a conservative defensive
way in their own half, and maybe there are a number of Ursuk players around the goal again, but are they able to? Well, not really. They need some fresh lungs again, some air. Okay. Now where is the defender? Now Lind, that is a position. Are you familiar with the position?
Yeah, stole the goal the basket as well.
It's in Finnish language. That's they stole the basket for a moment. But the form that the attacker goes around the goal is called in Finnish language the makkara position, where you can really, if the people that can do it well, it's a really effective way to score.
Like
you are using your legs and your hands together to pull.
Andreas Berinholtz is master.
Oh, okay, he's master on it. Yeah. In Finnish language, it's called sausage. I don't know whether it has a name in English yet, but let us call it the sausage.
Or the scissors move or something.
Scissors move, maybe, yeah. The name origin is that you are like a sausage there in the front.
Here comes Polisen. They're by the goal, but they
waiting. Where are his teammates now? We have
one. They go to the corner.
Yeah, on the safe corner.
Höglund.
Now trying to create a momentum. Now the defender was a little. I don't know why he had moved like a meter from the goal.
Nice change of directions there.
Exactly.
That's Andreas Höglund. He's a national team player. Trying to push the back out of the way. Now there's 3 players.
Excellent moment for Polisen now. Excellent. Now I cannot really see anything. The ball
they have the ball.
They have the ball still.
They push the back up. But can they pass it again?
That was perhaps the most dangerous moment in the whole game now, and still going on, and still the Polisen has got it. And now they got under the defender, and a good mask. Oh, excellent move from the defender.
Ursuk has got the ball.
Yeah, but now they need to get away. That was the captain Teemu Lehti who got the ball there with the defender.
Both teams are forechecking very hard now. Polisen has to be a little bit disappointed that they didn't score.
Yeah, they must be. It was a good momentum. They had the opportunity, the best opportunity so far.
And they worked for it. They built it up.
They really worked for it.
But now they've stolen the ball back again.
Yeah, excellent move. That was he came directly from the bench, so he had his fresh lungs. He came really fast to the ball. It was really difficult to the Ursuk player.
And they have been careful not to pass the ball carelessly now. They have worked it out. Drops to the bottom. Yeah. It's a good game. Yeah.
It's a good game. Sometimes when what happening now? Is he able to pass the ball?
Half is almost over.
Still, Polisen has it. Defender well in its place. There the goalie was attacking immediately from his position, coming off the goal. Some wrestling.
20 seconds.
20
remaining
seconds
on
to
the
go.
clock.
Okay, it's so close already to half time. Okay.
Oh, last
shot. Last shot. They know it's only 10 seconds. An excellent pass. And
he couldn't get it to the other side.
And then there is a fault. I think it's the Ursuk player, I would say. I saw them grabbing.
Attack on the head.
Attack on the head.
Oh, free throw, blue team.
So it's for the blue team. So it's gonna be the last chance for Polisen to score. Let's see.
So roughing.
How many seconds we have to go?
Maybe
only
6 seconds?
Few seconds. Maybe they have time to make one final try.
I don't think he could score in 3 seconds. No.
And that's it.
Okay.
That's the first.
The clock on the screen is not exactly synced with the game clock.
Okay. Okay. So maybe. That was really good quality underwater rugby.
That was good.
No goals. I think both teams played quite well. I think it was for the whole half time. It was first Ursuk was in control, and later in the half, Polisen was able to shift the game. Sometimes when you play underwater rugby at a very high level, you watch these games. It seems so easy, but when you go to the pool with these guys, you would notice that it's not easy at all. So it has to do with the fin swimming techniques. It has to do with the stamina, the lungs, to stay underneath the surface. In underwater rugby, as the name goes, it's underwater. So while a player is on the field, travel.
Hello, Yanni.
Yeah,
so,
hello.
All right, I'm now down by poolside. We're going to get some statistics up on the screen to show possession. I would say this match started out a little bit in favor of Ursuk, but after one of the timeouts, Polisen managed to rally themselves and to put a lot of pressure on Ursuk, and there was a chance to score even. So this match still 0-0. It could be any side here. What do you think, Janne? So not too many penalties. What could have been 3 or 4 times the game was stopped. So it's very clean. And Polisen's got to be happy that they turned things around. And we'll come into the second half here and see if it will continue the same way. Who will come in with momentum now? We're going to have some statistics up here soon, I think. Here they are. No score in the game. Nobody was sent to the penalty box. And the possession was roughly 50-50, 49-51. So slightly in favor of Ursuk, but not much. And there was 2 warnings went to Polisen. So if you get the same called again, that would be a 2-minute penalty. So.
And number 24 and 51 in.
We have some substitutions, and I don't have the sheet with me here to see who they were, but we'll go up and fill you in on that. So, are we coming to the highlights now? We should have the highlights now.
white team players
Давайте
number
отработаем.
3,
Комментируйте вдвоем.
5,
Отлично.
and
И вот
13
по
out,
статистике владение
and all
мячом
the
интересно.
substitutes 4, 10
Могу сказать,
and
что
11 in.
в Москве работают 3 человека. Они считают статистику. И мы онлайн имеем обновление.
Хорошо.
Статистический департамент есть.
Здорово.
Okay, Polisen take Christopher Widerstad out,
And Dahl went in. Matthias Dahl.
Andreas Dahl went in.
Andreas Dahl went in. Okay.
Okay.
Jari
No,
Jatu
it's Matthias Dahl.
Okay.
Matthias Dahl went in. It seems that this is a family game for Dahls also. We have many brothers in Finland also, many
And
families together.
change here. Ville Nummelen is going in, and Lauri Kumpulainen is out.
Kumpulainen out, Nummelin in.
Yeah.
So both teams they make one change.
Ville Nummelen was a professional basketball player.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
And what else can you say? I played with quite a few of these Polisen players because they're in Stockholm. That's where my club is. And actually, I played back with Matthias Dahl in a practice.
There is actually also another. Roy Nurmi is coming out. Seppo Antola in. So
No, Seppo Antola out.
Out.
Roy Nurmi in.
So yes, Seppo Antola out.
Yeah.
So there is Roy.
Partially, this could be that you will get somebody who's not in as good
Let's
shape,
continue.
so you can use somebody fresh.
Right.
And also, since they all pay money, they all want to play.
Sure, of course, yes.
Blue team, do you have still 6 players in the bench?
6 players on the bench now.
The guy there, number 30 on the
Yeah.
far left side, that's Martin Hempel. Martin Hempel is one of the driving forces in youth underwater rugby in Sweden.
Okay.
So you're going to meet him.
Yeah, I need to meet him. Yes,
Yeah.
definitely, and I'm going to meet him in a few weeks in Oberhausen, Germany, where
Yes.
the youth. And now the teams are ready for the second
Okay.
half.
6 players.
6 players, both teams. Here we go. Second half of the first
Put Polisen
match.
to the ball first. Lauberg got it.
Lauberg got it from Polisen.
Yeah.
Then the Ursuk has it now.
Ursuk is from Helsinki, Finland. They have some players from Tampere, wherever else they picked up some additional players. Hulko is not from Helsinki, I don't think. Hulko is very big guy, very tough.
Yeah,
Nummelen.
Nummelin has it.
Polisen, they have their defense in place.
Yes.
You
well,
think that Polisen is playing a very traditional 2-2-2?
Yeah, I what I saw, it was quite traditional. At least this 1-5 tactics, where you would, put a lot of force to attacking and pursuing the ball. I didn't see that with Polisen in the first half. Neither did I see it that much with Ursuk either. So I would say that they played reasonably conservative underwater rugby in that sense, in tactic sense. But of course, it's very physical, as you see. They are passing well. They're big boys. Well passed here.
He chucked the ball down and picked it up himself. Yeah.
Yeah.
So these guys are experienced.
They are really experienced.
Yeah.
Some of the Finnish players, I think they're well over 40 years old, so they have, lot of experience in the pool.
Oh,
Wrestling. That is a difficult
chance.
That was quite a good chance actually to Polisen, because
he
I
wanted
think
to,
that
he grabbed the neck, but he didn't. He couldn't get it.
Yes.
The experienced goalies, they see what's happening, they put their hands out.
Yeah, but I
stop you.
think the goalie for the moment, he didn't know where the ball was, so that was made it so. Because the position, of course, wasn't the best available position for scoring. But now they come again. Not too many Polisen players now on the bottom, which always is a problem if you are attacking. And I think some of the Polisen players, what I saw, are staying quite long times on the surface. So as I explained in the mid-time, this is underwater rugby. This is not a surface. It's a water polo or whatever it's called when you're on the surface. And typically, if there is a quality difference in the two teams, quite a bit of it is that the other team is just diving more than the other.
Of course, you need to have your players underwater.
Yeah, and it's not helping if they're underwater. It's about the timing and the position, being at the right place, right time. Again, Polisen is maintaining the control.
Yeah.
Is maintaining the control, and the Ursuk ends. Now Ursuk
now
player
they lost
got it.
Ursuk.
If there is anyone to help him to get the ball away from their side, yes. Now it's a little more time maybe to, yes, passing on the mid pool. On the other side to Peltari, I have played with him many times.
This kind of fight for the ball are very tiring. So
they really are tiring. These kind of wide where the ball is moving a lot and
you're chasing.
You're chasing. You need to swim. You need to dive all the time. Now this defender is grabbing with his finger this goal. This is when I'm referee. I'm actually giving warnings quite a bit, even though it makes his life easier while he's doing that.
Of course.
So it's not according to the.
But you're in a minority.
Yeah.
Yeah, hard fight on the surface there.
Yes. Now there are. I see five people. I can see now. 5 pairs.
They drag him out of bounds.
Dragging out of the area. So this is one way to actually get the free throw.
They
and now
pushed
it's
Robin van Trigg right out of the pool.
Yeah.
Out of the playing area, out of bounds.
So it's for Polisen, I think now. So the referee has said that the possession of the ball was with the Ursuk one once.
That's interesting. Do you think that's because they had control of the player? I don't know.
It's sometimes really difficult for a referee to define who has the ball. Sometimes you have to make some sort of a guesstimate. You cannot really say who has it. So sometimes now we had 5 people wrestling. Polisen is coming, defending. Ursuk defense is well in his position, still able to control anyone to pass the ball. Yes, there was one guy from Polisen, another guy comes to the help. That's an excellent move actually from Polisen. Well organized, again finding to pass the ball underneath the defense's back, but unable. That defense he was really a big boy.
There's a cylinder around the basket, and whenever the passes take place inside that cylinder, that means that the player is only 1 arm length basically from the goalie.
Exactly.
So.
Oh. He decided to turn to his own goal like that. It was maybe a few seconds of horror.
You think someone could have punched it in?
Well, perhaps just with the twist, just punch it with the fist. But he had a good position of it. Now what has happened?
They'll call attack on the head, I think.
The referees in the water has called it.
Free throw. Oh.
Free throw.
Attacking the equipment.
So holding the equipment.
Free throw wide.
Yes.
Free throw for Ursuk, Helsinki. Polisen is from Stockholm, Sweden. Ursuk, Helsinki, Sweden. So the 2 capitals. This is
Helsinki, Finland.
Helsinki, Finland. Polisen, Stockholm, Sweden. So this is a really. There's some national feelings also in this game.
Yeah.
2 capitals, the 2 countries.
Actually, the clubs in Helsinki and Stockholm could play more because they're only a ferry ride away.
Exactly.
But they don't.
It
doesn't happen very much.
Yeah. Of course, there are tournaments, Nordic tournament. Maybe there should be more.
Yeah, they know each other, but of course they could play more, because the Malmö Triton plays a lot in Denmark.
I noticed in the Facebook posting, but it's much more easier.
He's got a fast break on. He's caught. He drops the ball down.
Dahl has got it. And again passing. That was people without the ball has to do. They have to show where they are going, and always they should go
to be in front.
To be in front and underneath the ball.
And visible, yeah.
And now again it seems like quite a hassle now. Close to the Finnish goal. Somebody's trying to. Well, it was.
Ursuk has it.
Ursuk has it now. They good save from Ursuk. They have quite a lot of physics with their goalies, big boys.
Hulko's a goalie, yeah.
I think he's a defender.
He's a defender.
Let's see. Hulko.
Yes, he's a defender.
He's
a back.
Yes. I have played against him, and once he's in the defense position, it's nearly impossible to go away.
Underneath!
Oh, that is a good opportunity, but just in time the other goalie saved it. That was maybe the best opportunity Ursuk has had in this game.
Very good nerves by the Polisen goalie, you have to say.
Excellent timing. It was maybe 1 second would have been
a goal. Yeah. He knew exactly when to go for the ball.
Exactly.
And you could see even a smaller player can do this.
Yes.
Because once the player attaches himself to the ball, then the person who's attacking usually.
And what was so good with this that he had speed when he made the contact to the goal. It's important that you have the inertia. You are moving
to keep,
when you
the ball. Yeah.
Exactly.
And to move off of the goal.
Now
but Ursuk holds on to the ball.
Yeah. Now they seem to have the control. Now the Polisen had maybe some 3-4 minutes. They had the control. They were on the Ursuk side. Let's see if Ursuk can maintain the control now.
That was tricky. He had
tricky.
3 people on him. Yeah.
Again in the safe corner. Now looking for his teammates. Trying to make a contact to the goalie. Because it's always important to make the contact so that the goalie know that the goalie has to use energy. That is, and still Ursuk player has it there.
He's coming out.
Excellent.
A new wave.
New wave coming. Roy Nurmi has it. That's it. They had taken the goal actually.
Roy Nurmi is the national coach.
Yes.
For Finland. Okay.
And now Polisen in the midpool, lots of space. Now and
Johnson,
1-1.
Johnson open goal.
1-1. Now another wave coming in. Is he able to pass it? They should be really fast.
They have a chance.
Now the Finnish defense is in place. They should have been faster with the second wave.
Now the forechecking of Polisen is going to draw a penalty.
Again,
free throw.
The referee has stopped. It's a free throw.
Free throw wide.
For Ursuk against Polisen.
Equipment.
Again playing equipment. Maybe it means that somebody has punch with his hand to the mask. That is very typical
one of the other important things to note, rule change. I think now they're not tie games. There will be a penalty shootout or something.
Oh, yes, that's right. That's right. That's interesting. That's really. I think it's a good change.
Do you? You think so?
I think so.
Why do you say that?
Well, for people watching these games, I think it's something different, something that, there is a result. Of course, in the season you only have 3 rounds in the Euroleague, so I think that, each game should have some result. It's 2 times 15 minutes. It's if there is no goals, then I think it should be somehow defined.
So did they decide that there would be additional overtime or straight to penalty shootout? There was no back down.
I'm not sure about the overtime. Maybe that would be more logical to have a short overtime. How is it, by the way, here? Is there going to be an overtime?
I don't remember. I read the rule change, and I don't know whether they accepted it. All of the managers, they will vote.
Okay.
And they will, but I believe that they will have no ties. They will stop the ties. Ola Hamfors is a really big guy there, and they've got a good position on the goal. But
yes, they couldn't see the ball when it was passed.
Yeah.
Maybe a little opportunistic for the.
But they caught Ursuk on the surface.
Yeah. Let's see it now. Excellent snap from this Polisen player.
Here he
passing
goes.
Exactly 1-to-1 again.
And an empty basket.
These always are difficult moments for the goalkeeper. Now the Hulko got it.
Höglund.
Yes, excellent. And now they should be going to the other side.
Nice
Come on.
effort there. He really spun round, kept it going. He must be tired now.
Yeah. Peltari is, I recognize his voice. Sukeltaa means dive. So Hulko has it. He's a big boy, passing right down on the. That was a lousy pass actually. A Polisen got it easily away.
Yeah.
3 Ursuk players, but nobody underneath the ball.
Okay.
When I'm teaching the youth and the kids play underwater rugby, I always say go below. Now what has happened? The referee has called it off.
They're playing it. Should be a stop.
What was it?
The players were so involved that they kept playing.
It's a free, yeah. I think they didn't hear. Maybe there's something. It's holding. It's free throw.
Okay.
For Polisen against Ursuk.
Okay, so Ursuk has a called timeout.
Timeout for Ursuk Helsinki.
Holding.
He was holding. So holding means that a person holds person that doesn't have possession to the ball. That is the rule. You cannot hold anybody who don't have possession.
Okay, but why did they keep playing after the buzzer went?
I think they couldn't hear the sound of the summer underneath the water. Maybe there is something wrong with the signaling. I'm not sure. Now the referees are working on it, testing their equipment.
We could hear the sound.
Yeah, we could hear, away from the pool, but I'm not sure underwater if it's working. The lady referee, she's the Swede, right?
Yes.
She's really
Kajsa Lindman.
experienced. Yes.
Yeah, she played her first international match at age of 16.
16.
Yeah.
Okay, so she has been around for a while.
She's the chief referee of Euroleague.
Okay, so she's the chief.
Yeah.
Good. Excellent.
She's a very good referee. I mean,
I had read some of the Facebook articles about the sport, and I have come across with her name. She's
a good player.
She still plays.
Yeah, not a lot, but she does the right thing. Yeah,
okay.
Always.
Right. So it's the experience.
Yeah.
It's so important. So now the teams are getting ready. The timeout is ending. It's free throw for Polisen from the mid-pool, and here we go.
That's Jyrki.
Jyrki.
Yeah. Mutta.
He's also really experienced, and it's so important that these referees
Höglund.
that we have, they have played themselves for a long time, so they know the sport.
They know the sport, yeah.
Now defense again. Well, I would say that the Polisen player was quite rough playing against the Finnish or the Helsinki defender there. Again a try, 1 against 2.
Nobody's hit him. You would have thought that he would have got
There was a
smashed.
moment that there were anything to pursue.
Yeah, no forward was there, but they drift up to the surface there.
Polisen has it in the safe corner. Now actually it seems that maybe Ursuk players are getting tired or what, because I don't see them anywhere. Now the captain got in. Still Polisen has it well passed. It's an excellent pass, and how it's gonna be now? Okay, Ursuk got it. That was the last moment actually. It was an excellent pass to the left. Still a big hassle in the Ursuk side. Now a guy directly from the bench with the fresh lungs came in, and he should now join this other guy. Don't go to the surface when you go in. Where did he go? He came directly from the bench, jumping into the water, and then disappeared after one pass.
Yeah.
Now a big guy. Is it that Hulk or who is it? Well, nothing
that's a key point for all the junior players. Never go up when you're two of you are together.
If you have fresh lungs, you always dive. You don't go to the surface. I'm not sure. It seemed that the Finn had come from the bench directly into the water. But
even if he didn't come from the bench,
again. I think now the underwater signaling is not working. This is a problem. This is such a pity. The signaling seems not to be working underneath the water, so the referees have hard time to control the game.
Fourth change, blue team. A guy jumped in the water and came from the change area. That's not allowed. 2 minutes, blue team.
2 minutes penalty for the blue team.
For it was an illegal exchange?
Yes, I think exchange error. I think somebody changed from the change area.
Yeah.
So there is a designated area where you can jump into the pool, and you shall never ever go from the pool through this change area.
Yes.
So that must have been the reason for the 2 minutes penalty for Polisen. And now this is a decisive moment for this game, because it's gonna be 6-5. So Polisen must take a defensive role now.
It's Jari Rainanen sitting out in the penalty box now.
Number 51 from Jari Rajanen. That's even though it's a Finnish name,
It's
he
a Finnish
plays
name.
for.
He must live in Sweden,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah. All right.
Here we go. A moment for the some excellent defense from Polisen. Nothing really dangerous yet. Now there is only
There's
two
pressure. There's
blue
pressure, though.
players. Now there is a good pressure building up. How it's gonna be? The Polisen player seems to got the. Yeah,
Oh, now
got
they have the ball. Now can they hold it? They have to get it out.
They have to get it out. Then they must maintain the control. Maybe in the open water, just passing the balls, diving a lot. That's what they need to do. That was a very dangerous. If there had been any whites with fresh lungs. Look at this wrestling now.
Polisen holds on to it.
Yeah, he's still holding the ball.
He goes to the corner instead of trying to go to the goal, but
2-1. They should be able to do more. The Helsinki guys now. They were a little lazy, I would say. They are they exhausted already? So that
they're tired.
They're tired, definitely. So this is what Urheilusukeltajat should not do, and this is exactly what Stockholm should do. Polisen. They should just maintain the ball in this corner, which is away from the change bench of the Helsinki team. Passing, diving, passing, trying to get the ball with their position. Are they able to maintain it? Still they are. Now Ursuk got it, and now they need to organize their attack. Let's see. Let's see. It's gonna be 1-1 for a moment. It's gonna be a good, excellent opportunity for.
He didn't really have a chance to pass it though. So.
No, but still he was he had the speed, he had the inertia. If he could have had grabbed the neck, it would have been a goal.
It's a lot of pressure on Polisen there. So
all the play. One of the guys is sitting on the bench. The rest are standing and screaming and. Now, what? It's the end of the game, it seems. Is it so?
Still, they don't know.
We don't have the time here in the screen. Let's see now what has happened. It seems that
end of the game.
End of the game. That's it.
Captains, team captains.
Team captains are called to meet the referee.
Yeah.
And it's the end of the game. That's the signal. And
okay.
There is at least one loudspeaker.
The horn is not working.
The horn is not working.
Yeah, it's
the referee is calling for the team captains.
Yeah.
The referees are negotiating.
Okay, just an important moment to talk about the quality of a Euroleague broadcast and organization. The amount of time planned for the game is very important, because in a lot of cups there's not good control of the game. Either you have to have rolling time, you don't stop for penalties and so on. And here we have a game that's ending at a tie. There's going to be additional time, so you have to have this planned into the schedule.
Right.
And this puts pressure on organizers and the players to spend more time at the competition.
Yes.
That's why you can only have 10 teams in the Euroleague.
Yeah, definitely. And it's so nice that we have this kind of European-wide league that is that brings the best players together. It's really important that to maintain the interest. They need new challenges. If you like here in Finland, we have had the Riihimäki team and Hämeenlinna team, both of them winning in series of championships all the time, so it gets a little frustrating. So they need to go to the international level to go and measure their own quality. This is so important for the clubs. And even though these are only 3 tournaments during a season, I think it's still decent, because you have your national league. This is a winter sport, at least in my country. We don't play in the summertime, basically, which
go
are like
to cups.
Well, not
if
even.
You go,
there are certain cups in Norway. I know that they have some, summer camps, and Spain, of course, But I like the underwater rugby here in Finland for the reason that I can play it in the winter time, in the autumn time. And then in the spring, I know I have played for many months. I train 3 times a week, 2 times with the adults, and then I'm also coaching a youth team. So it's gonna be like 120, 100, 200 times to the to the swimming pool during the season. So summer for me is just resting and stay away from underwater rugby. That keeps the motivation also, so you can have the other hobbies instead. It's a seasonal thing, and I think it's one of the best things about look at outdoors now. Well, it's not too bad, but it's a dim autumn day and it's only getting worse. Darker, wetter, colder. So this is actually now the best season for underwater rugby starting. Now the coming 4 months is like the golden time of underwater rugby for myself.
Yes, I for sure. It's a great feeling when you leave the pool at the end of a dark day, but your body has had a really good workout, and you go to sleep really well.
Yes, and then actually with our team and in Finland generally, of course, we have always saunas in our swimming halls. So after the training, we go to sauna, we chat about whatever things, whether it's underwater rugby or whatever. Then I go to home. It's a bit late. Have a cold lager and a sandwich, so it's like the perfect ending for a perfect training session. So
I think I heard somewhere that one of the cups, they were going to, instead of having a traditional party in a restaurant, they were going to go out to some place and do a skinny dipping and a sauna or something like that. I don't remember.
Yeah, okay.
It's a good sales technique.
Yes.
The other thing you were mentioning the need for competition. So when you have the kids playing, and if you have a guy who's 15 or 16 and he's playing with the other smaller kids, he needs some chance to play against harder players. Otherwise,
this is a big issue in our country, that I have now I have coached youngsters of different ages. Basically, I would say that anyone that can dive to the bottom to the pool can practice. So I think the youngest ones we have are about 10. And then, it's okay just to practice from 10 to maybe 14 to 15 years old. But then at the 14, 15-year-old, those youngsters cannot really compete with adults yet. And that is the difficult part. Because then we should have more clubs, we should have more youth teams in Finland. And that is what we are missing. Hopefully in the future we can kind of like bring more youngsters to this game and have some competition, and maybe on the international level also.
I know it was a little bit controversial or difficult that I started to write to the federation in Finland to ask why there's no women's club in the juniors going to Oberhausen. And Hannu was upset with me a little bit. So. But then we talked, and I think maybe he's not mad at me anymore. But do you think you'll be able to get the girls going?
Well, not right now, but I think if we go, we need, it depends, if suddenly many girls would start the sport, because we are getting what we get. We are looking, whoever plays, and if we have enough girls, we are putting a team together. Now in Seinäjoki I have some girls that are 4th graders. Greetings to girls who are hopefully listening to this. So in maybe 5 years, these girls, they are going to form the youth national team. But we need, another 10 girls from somewhere. Maybe from my own club, if I'm able to bring more girls to the club, or then, or the rest of the Finland. The difficulty, of course, this is a big country, huge distances. You would have to travel hundreds of kilometers to find other girls. So that's one thing also. Is it going to be now the extra time, or how it's going to be?
It looks like they have
blue starts.
Straight to shootout.
Straight to shootout. So this is new now to the Euroleague.
Yes.
So it's going to be penalties for 45 seconds each, and I can guarantee you.
So it's Otso Nurmi.
Otso Nurmi is the goalkeeper, number 6 from Finland side.
And number 8 is Maciej Lesniewski. Okay.
This is going to be interesting now.
He's going down to the bottom straight.
45 seconds, and it feels like an eternity for a goal. Okay, the mask off. So what has happened?
He got a kick in the face.
He got a kick to the face, and the mask went off. What's going to be the decision of the referees now? The referees has called it off. Let's see. This is I saw the leg there, so he really had contact to the mask.
They will challenge that one.
It's Niklas
They will
Nylén.
challenge that one.
Some difficulties.
He
with the
even
referee.
smashed his mask. Yeah. All right.
But I know
Time out here. The referees are discussing the situation. So, okay, here's the question. The guy's mask is broken. How did it break? By itself?
Well, no, by itself not, that's for sure, but maybe the mask. I have many masks that do the same.
Yeah.
Certain type of mask has this plastic part that come off every now and then, and one should really apply some plastic, some glue over it not to do that. So
Metal screw.
I would say that it was too easy when it happened, because I saw the kick, but I think it wasn't that aggressive that the mask should fail. Really, so I think it came off quite easily.
And should the player without the mask go in to try to score without the mask anyway?
Well, it's really difficult. He could have. He could have continued, but I think it would have been extremely difficult to do it. Because then, you know, when you turn, the water goes into your nose because you don't have mask anymore, and you really cannot see much. Of course, it's possible, but difficult.
It's interesting. I think some people would be very determined. They would just say, "I'm going anyway."
Yeah.
But I don't know if you're allowed.
Look at this. What happens now? It's this kick straight into the mask, and it was quite. It was quite. Bum.
It was a kick.
It was a kick.
Yeah.
Yes. Clear case.
2 minutes penalty.
2 minutes penalty.
For the goalkeeper and a new penalty
for
throw.
the goalkeeper and a new penalty throw. So of course we are in the penalty, so this penalty doesn't really mean anything. It's just, you know, for the statistics.
Well, no, he cannot play goalie.
He cannot play the goalie. That's the only thing. But of course they have many goalies.
And he can't shoot either.
Yeah, that's right. He cannot shoot.
Well, but that doesn't matter.
I'm sure all of these goalies they are very capable defending. How many throws it's gonna be? We should know the. Maybe we should have talked about this to the referees.
3 or 5. I think maybe 5.
Yeah.
But this is a big advantage now for Polisen. They get an extra attempt.
Yes.
And
Teemu Pelttari. I know the guy personally. He has stamina. He works at the. I think he works for the military, so he has the strength and stamina, voice, and he's an excellent underwater rugby player. Let's see how it's gonna be. Who is against him now? It's number 8. So it's on this side. It's again the same
Niklas
guy.
Nylén, yeah.
Maciej Lewski.
It's Niklas Nylén.
Oh, it's Niklas. Different number. Number 8.
Yeah. He's coming in from above. Oh,
Pelttari has grabbed it, and that's if he can maintain that. Yes, that's it. Excellent. I need to give him an applause also.
Yeah.
That was a good one. That was an excellent. How this numbering goes, by the way, here. Which is the number on the shirt and?
These are the on the
shirt.
On the shirt.
This is just, you know, running number. Yes, some difficulties too.
So a big boost here for Ursuk.
Yes, the throw was the penalty was given by Mr. Niklas Nylén.
Taken by
Nylén and defended by
it was
Pelttari, Mr. Teemu Pelttari, number 66. It was only less than 10 seconds.
It was he turned his body and the ball was exposed. Pelttari grabbed it, and Pelttari was stronger.
Yeah.
So I think this is also one thing about the really top players who are big and strong. Sometimes they're not used to meeting people who are as big and strong as them. So they have to adjust.
You need the best you will face the best players, so you really need to play on the top of your own.
Well, you cannot take the same risks all the time because the people you're meeting could be stronger than you.
And for any clubs, it's so important that you can practice with really good players. And here goes another one. So this is going to be number 2, Totti Nurmis is taking it against
He's
number
coming from
3.
above.
That's Robin van Dijk.
Yeah.
Coming from below. difficult movement. Is he able? Now he should go to the surface like he does. He still has so many seconds. So this is now the goalkeeper's nightmare. He has wrestled already a good 5 seconds, and then the second try. He's taking it quite.
They're going far from the basket.
Oh, that's well done. Well done by Nurmi, Totti Nurmi.
Robin van Tijk did a very good defense there.
He did good job.
Do you think he could have tried to go up with him to get air?
No, it's impossible because otherwise
he was watching.
Yes. And it's really it's a psychological thing.
Yeah.
45 seconds seems like a month once you're in.
It was a lot of time.
Because the first wrestle took a good 5 to 10 seconds, I'd say.
And you got his heart rate
yes,
up
it was
high.
really physical. So he really got his heart rate and eaten the oxygen in the blood. So I only can imagine how it felt for the goalie. And here we go again. Now it's Ursuk on the Ursuk side who's taking it. Goalkeeper is number 8. It's Otso Nurmi. Again.
Lauberi.
Number 15.
Zacharias.
Jakob Thun.
The captain.
Yes, the captain himself.
But he has Lauberi written on his shirt, so that's not right.
Okay.
He's coming back down after getting air and puts it in.
Okay. What happened?
He went up and got air.
The goalie went up.
Yeah, the goalie must have.
Blue goal. Number 15.
Now he's laughing. What happened? He just couldn't make it.
Now, what do you think, Yanni? I don't think he should have done 2 plays. Did he play twice?
Yeah, I think he took no, he did not. This was other Nurmi, I think.
His brother.
Yeah, must have been, because one of the Nurmis. We have 3 Nurmis now in this team, so we have the father and 2 sons, as I.
So it is Thun. This what's written on the jersey here? Yeah, Thun is captain.
Yes, Jakob.
But it's Lauberi written on his jersey.
Now it's number 22, Ilkka Hulko.
Hulko, the big guy.
Hulko, he's from Kokkola originally, the Hulko brothers. I think.
And he knows he has an advantage over.
Oh! That was an excellent move by the big boy. Yeah. Excellent move. Really great tactics. I think the all Hulko brothers, they played underwater rugby since they were teenagers. At least.
That was not a surprise, really. I mean, he's such a big guy.
Yeah.
And he's very confident. He knows that he's strong and good.
And he knows how to use the inertia in his body. Yeah. When he pulls away with that mass, he really gets the meat moving. But it was an excellent move he did with the ball.
So in underwater rugby, being overweight is not necessarily bad.
It is not bad, actually. It's one of the few sports really that you can take the advantage. So that is another thing that I like about this sport, that you can use your own abilities, your own size. Small people can turn fast. Here we go again, and this is number 7.
Hans
Jonsson, and who is on defending now? It's Peltari again. Excellent. Ooh! Peltari did good work, but so did the excellent work by the Polisen player Jonsson. So really the smaller...
He was very confident.
He was, and he had the good touch to the ball, and Peltari nearly was able to save it, even though he went to a really bad position for a while.
Höglund is taking this. He's a back, but he knows how to play the goal.
Now the goalie grabbed the
no,
ball.
It's not Höglund.
It's an excellent move. I don't know. Yes, the goalkeeper cannot go that way. That's the rule. You cannot leave your position. Still trying, and that's it. We have number 24 was the goalkeeper, Matthias Dahl.
And who was it who scored? Number 7.
Number 7 scored.
Henri Huttunen
scored. So we are 3 against 2 goals to Ursuk Helsinki is in the lead.
Urheilusukeltajat from Finland.
That's it. That's the end of the game. End of the game. Urheilusukeltajat took the penalty shootout to their favor.
So a tough loss for Polisen after a very good game, but it was quite exciting, and this shows that the new format of the penalty shootout is good for the fans.
I think it's good for the fans. The people can really. This makes it some sort of a difference. I'm in the opinion that this is good.
Yes. We enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it. It's interesting to watch, and that I think for the bigger audience who are watching this online on YouTube, it's interesting to see these penalty shootouts.
And we had the replay. We saw the kick.
Yes.
At first we didn't know.
Yes.
But on the replay we saw. Okay, he kicked
Thanks
him.
for the Russian crew who have arranged this fantastic technology. We have so many computers here in our swimming hall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 displays only on this desk where we are located at.
And
quite amazing.
And our next match,
yes,
Jani, is between Beta and Triton.
So this is gonna be the two giants of the Euroleague, right?
No,
they have been around for many years.
They've always been there. Yeah.
Yeah. Did they have any success, either of them?
Well, they're. I would say, what could it be? Beta has. They've won 24 of their 49 matches.
Okay.
They've drawn 6 and lost